Oh, that's weird. Hello. Hi. Hello, friends. Saw a live note if I had to stop by to say hi. Yeah. How you doing, Abby? Great seeing you. Gems, thank you for doing first. I really appreciate it. To Puppy Def. Yeah. What's up, great man? Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, Chimera. Welcome in. Great seeing you. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Thank you for doing second as well. Zach, how you doing, buddy? I hope surgery was good. Yeah, it was good seeing you, Q. Who else is here? Code, thank you for deeming third, and thanks for coming in, buddy. You guys are great. Great seeing you all. You're all super cool, super sweethearts. It is fantastic to see you guys today. I'm in a good mood because I'm playing my favorite game of all time, so I would love to share that with you guys. I apologize if the stream gets a little bit yap heavy, but I fucking love this game. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Tell me about it. How's everyone feeling? What's the vibe today? Chimera, your debut is tomorrow, or no, it's in 2 days, right? I think it's soon. It's really soon. Shitting myself. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Well, let me lower my music. I actually just turn it off. We'll just talk for a little bit. Felt like it was turned off for like an hour. Yeah, Zach, that will happen with surgery. He's high as a kite after though. Dude, for anybody here who has not followed Chimera, please follow Chimera. She is a sweetheart. She's super cool, super funny, super clever. She is like, she gives big sister energy. She's super cool. We love her. Honestly, super cool. So yeah, you're having your big, yeah, she's gonna have her debut tomorrow, and all of us are gonna be there. Oh, that's an
Ooh,
old
that looks
clip.
better. I like that one better. Okay.
I'm sorry to
All
judge
right.
up an old clip.
Let's see which one it chooses. No! This is the last time a
Valorant
little whale
mentally
would
ill.
choose for me.
Yeah.
This is the first and only time I let a whale choose for me.
Yeah, Valorant's that's
I
bad.
hate it here. I hate it here.
Yeah, but no, yeah. So chat. I don't know if we're streaming tomorrow, but if we are streaming tomorrow and her debut is going, we're either gonna raid into her or I'm just gonna summon all of you and we're gonna go to her debut. Her debut. We gotta make it amazing. Okay. So that's the plan tomorrow. When it happens, we are going to pull up in our boats, in our raiding vessels, but either on or off stream. We could probably raid off stream too. I know you can do that on Twitch. Regardless, we're gonna be there. We gotta make her debut the best. Um, because she deserves it. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's good seeing you all. I hope everyone's feeling well. Also, if this helps, Chimera, your debut is gonna go great. It's okay. I know it's very stressful and very scary right now, but you've got so many people who are gonna come out to see you and support you. There's okay if there's scuff. You're testing all of this out technically for the first time in front of everybody, so it's gonna be a whole thing. Yuck, you brother. Yeah, I know. But I'm fully expecting scuff. Yeah, and that's fine. Go into it. When I had my 2.0 debut, it was, it wasn't as much scuff, but I was going into it expecting just being like, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go and do it and just be out there and just be myself, unapologetically myself. Yeah, scuff adds character, absolutely, because then people get to see what you're like under pressure, and I think that's important. Oh my God, is that the real Devs audio? No, it's not. I'm sorry, but that's the real Miss Cutie Knights over here. Which, hello, great seeing you. Welcome in. Hope you guys are all well. I hope you are doing great as well. I kind of default to like NPC responses whenever I'm talking to people. Whenever I'm like so excited, because I'm very excited to have you all here. But yeah, so the little primer before we get started. This is my favorite game in the entire world. There are many games like it, but this one is mine. Hello, I'm doing all right. Hope you're doing well too. I am. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing okay. I'm just kind of taking each day at a time. Honestly, it takes a lot of balls just streaming. So props to y'all for that stream. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Listen, streaming is not the hardest thing in the world, but it certainly can be difficult at times. I think I'm of the mind that streaming can be more emotionally and socially taxing work than other jobs. Because there will be people out there who are like, you shouldn't complain. You get to sit in front of a computer all day and do these things. Your life is not hard. Your job is not hard. But it can be difficult when you're managing 1,000 different relationships due to the nature of the scene. That's something that I struggle with because I meet a ton of people all the time, right? And I want to be friends with everyone that I meet, and not everybody really wants that. So there's different levels of commitment that people put into friendships in this space that it's a lot to manage, and it drains you, and it drains me a lot. So it's not just that, but it's a whole bunch of different things. So it can be hard, and I think mental stress is just as heavy as physical. As someone who especially, like kind of works or wants to work in the field with when it comes to mental health, something that I've been working on and studying for 3+ years in college, I can absolutely see the actual results of that, sort of the toll that it can take on people. Anyway, little tangent over it. But yeah, so I love this game. It is my comfort game, and that's kind of strange coming from Dark Souls in the Dark Souls series, because typically you associate that with anger, rage, and stuff like that. But this is my comfort game. I love this game so much for a many multitude of different reasons that I will, as we come across them, show you guys, because I think it's nice to share them. We are not doing a new playthrough. I'll take you on a little story. About 2 days ago, I beat the game again for New Game Plus Cycle 5. So I'm on my 6th cycle now. And I was doing the Ring City earlier, and I not one shot, but I went through, Dark Souls time. Yes, I completely agree. Streaming easy for everyone is definitely mentally, emotionally taxing under certain circumstances. Exactly. So I one shot, and I say one shot is it was one attempt on Midir, and that was really fun. I love Midir as a boss fight. Dark Eater Midir is a dragon boss, and it is a difficult one. It's one of the more difficult bosses in the series, and I beat him on the first try of that run. It was great. Oh, I ain't gonna be suffering. I fucking love this game. This game does not bring my blood pressure up at all. Like, I am the most chill when I play this game. This is my comfort game. Why have I never seen this screen before? I've showed you this. Mine skyrockets. This is my just chatting screen. It's very nice. How you doing, B? Welcome in. It's good seeing you. But yeah, so we're gonna continue. Where's the background from? My artist just made it. Or well, the person I commissioned made it. But it's reminiscent of the Volcano Manor from Elden Ring. That was one of the design concepts. It's supposed to be the manor in my lore in the background. Manager B, yeah, she's here. She's here. B is here. It's always great to see B here. Yeah. So we're gonna continue this current New Game Plus cycle that I'm playing. Lore video when? Oh, I got you. Fucking, I could do, like I said, like several streams worth of Dark Souls lore, because I'm so Dark Souls pilled, I guess. I know so much about Dark Souls. It's a problem. I put on, there's this thing called the Abyssal Archive. It's a basically written form of Dark Souls lore, created by the fans. And I put it on my throne because I want the book so bad. I'm the same way with BioShock. I fucking love BioShock. Def, should I spoil the sketch for you, or should I wait until the final? Oh, no, you can't. You can't hit me with that. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate. You can't hit me with that and then expect me to not. Okay, here's the deal. You can share. Sorry, you almost made me accidentally click souls. Just saying. Excuse me. Okay. You can send it to me, B, but I'm not going to look at it until after stream, so I can be surprised after that. Or you don't have to send it at all, and I can just forever be on the edge of my seat. But yeah. Wow. What do you mean, wow? What do you mean, wow? What are you talking about? What did I do now? She wanted to a reaction. I mean, I can. I never installed. You should install it now. It's great. What do you mean? I mean, she can give me I can give her a reaction now. Okay, I got. Hold on. I'll open Discord. I'll look at it now. There's my addiction. That's crazy. Holy Jesus. Oh my goodness. When are we playing Fortnite? Anytime you want. I'm back now. I just re-downloaded it. It is currently installed, so anytime. Oh my goodness, B. Holy shit. Jesus fucking Christ. That's insane. Oh my God. They're gonna, oh fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh God, you made my neck, they made my neck so strong. Hell yeah. It's like I'm flexing. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. No, this is great. This is sexy. All right, Noir, thank you for the look. I appreciate it. I will see you later. Oh my God. Jesus, B. Thank you. Jesus Christ. All right, now I'm feeling great. Okay. I'm foreshadowing new sexy view. Just wait, guys. Oh God. Just wait. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be this is gonna be my profile picture for the foreseeable future when it's done. Abso-fucking-lutely. Holy shit. This is phenomenal, dude. Oh my God. All right, I gotta stop looking at it or we're never gonna go anywhere today in today's stream. Okay. Dark Souls time. Like I said, we're continuing this New Game Plus run. So I've beaten can't speak. I've beaten a couple bosses already. And I'll explain to you Def Pointy for his own self. Guys, I'm hot. What do you mean? At least I like to think I am. Yeah, I've beaten a couple bosses already, so you'll be seeing some areas that I've already sort of explored. But we're currently in the what's it called? The Undead Settlement is what it's called. There we go. But so having played this before, I have already done as far as I can go for High Wall of Lothric. I've killed the Dancer, which is a boss you usually fight at the end game. This is my own playstyle. Should you preference this, don't be a dick about it. I don't really care. Listen, if people are gonna backseat game and tell me how to play Dark Souls, my most played game in the world, they can go suck a fat one. They can suck my fat one. Isn't Dark Souls hard? Yeah, and I love it. It's my favorite game ever. I have over the entire series of Dark Souls, I've probably have like 2,000 hours in the entire series of Dark Souls. In this game alone, probably near 400, maybe 500 if we continue to play a little bit more. But I've got a lot of hours in Dark Souls. This is my comfort game. This is literally my comfort game. So yeah, we already did Dance of the Boreal Valley, and then I was able to do Lothric Castle. Lothric Castle, I played Elden Ring once, and masochism left my body. Dude, I guess I'm a masochist. I guess I am. I don't really know. But like I said, I really enjoy. So this area, Lothric Castle, is literally endgame. And you're able to get to it if you kill a boss early, and you can go to I'm as far as I can get into this area until I get a certain key. So we're not going to go back here, but just letting you know I did that. I've already been to Halfway Fortress, but I'm still exploring. I played Elden Ring co-op with a friend and was falling asleep playing. Oh my God. Well, I'm working on it. I'm getting the key. I'm getting the key. You should play it solo. Honestly, listen, I will be the biggest advocate for playing Souls games. You know that for sure. It's not worth it solo. It hurts. No, it's beautiful. It's great. It is one of my favorite games. You should absolutely play it. Where's my Black Knight Greatsword? We all walk this path. Yes, we must all walk it together. need... Go down this way. If the game is a bit loud, you let me know. The beautiful journey. It's my favorite journey. There's a lot of things I really like about Dark... Oh my god, he fell. Yeah, but I don't have any hair to rip out, so I'm good. I am quite well in that department. In real life, I have hair to rip out. Pelon. Hello, Morin. Look at this dude. Look at his face.
Unkindled, are you? All you faceless undead, behaving as if you deserve respect.
I do.
No matter. Heed my words.
Smack a plunger on that cranium and go.
If you've any sense.
I can't even make the
can
noise, but
find
you know
comfort
the sound I'm
wrapped
trying to
up
make with the
inside.
plunger. You put it on your head, you go.
You here, in this land of hollows.
My
You're like a
smooth,
frail
shiny
maiden on
dome.
the front lines.
No, I felt like I got
the others,
mollywop for a
you're
college
fool enough
frat
to play the champion.
induction. What do you mean?
Then go on ahead.
Whatever the
Trudge
bad
right
form of.
past
Oh,
the
so you got
abandoned
hazed.
church.
What you're
You'll
talking
face
about.
death. And it won't be pretty.
And it won't be pretty.
Enough death to leave you broken.
I leave you broken.
Time
Time
after
after
time.
time. I should voice act. Fuck off, Morn. This guy's a bitch. I hate this guy. By Elden Ring. Elden Ring is great. Oh.
If like the others, you're
Yeah, fool enough to play the champion.
Then go on ahead. Traipse right past the
Voice actor
abandoned
Def Arquen.
church.
I can get like low for my voice for like something like that. That smells good as
Hopeless.
Yeah, I smell
The
good.
whole lot of you.
See, Gems tries to
Like
say I smell
little
bad, but I
moths
smell I smell
flicking
great
towards
actually.
your
I was falling
flame.
asleep for my first time playing, so I don't remember shit. You gotta play it again.
If like the other
Okay,
go
all right, talk to him. It's sus is what it is. I'm not sus. Yeah, we need to go down. So one of my favorite things, I'm gonna demonstrate this in a second, depending on where this elevator takes me. But one of my favorite things about Dark Souls 3, this takes me up, so I'm not doing this. Hold on. One of my favorite things in Dark Souls 3 is a lot of games don't really do this anymore, but this game has all of its sort of areas that you visit sort of visible to you from the start, which is, I think, a really fun way of like basically showing you your path. Unlike Elden Ring, Dark Souls, the original Dark Souls 2 and 3, they are very linear. If you want to beat the game, simply all you have to do is go forward and continue forward until you finish the game. There are points in backtracking where you go back to certain areas and do certain stuff, but mainly you will do most of the, if not all the game, if you just go forward. This guy's a little bit of a tough foe, but... Easy. Hold on, I need to, I'm just gonna warp to a bonfire. Best weapon? My favorite weapon in this game is the, I watched Def for the lore, yes, exactly. My favorite weapon in this game is the Firelink Greatsword, but the Black Knight Greatsword is really good because it lowers poise whenever you hit enemies, and it does a lot of damage as well, so it's useful. Okay, but I will show you. So we're gonna go to Vort. Vort of the Borea Valley is a boss that I fought earlier. One of the main reasons why this game is so beautiful to me is Dark Souls. Yes, Dark Souls. A ring bestowed upon a Kareem Saint allows for attunement. Damn it. An unusually large and heavy greatsword, normally wielded with 2 hands. This highly versatile weapon can be swung broadly or thrusted. I should do like, you know, voice acting for weapon item descriptions. The extreme length of this blade Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate for a second. So this is after you finish this boss, you come over here to this bridge part. It's a broken bridge, and from here you can see the areas that you will be going to. So I'll point them out. So that bridge, you can actually walk on that bridge, and there's an enemy you can fight on that bridge. Down there, you see those sort of 3 fire pillars down there. That's an area that you can explore and play in. Over there, that big cathedral, that's the Cathedral of the Deep. That's an area that you can explore and play in. Over there is where we just were. Directly in front of me, that was the Undead Settlement, and as well as the tower in the Undead Settlement and different buildings of it. You can explore and play there. Over there to the left, it's kind of hard to see, but there's this area of clouds and sort of like mist. That is Anor Londo and Irithyll. That's an area that you can go to and explore, right? You can see everywhere that you go to in the next basically 10 to 15 hours of the game from this point. And then even so, there's the mountains back there. If you look hard enough, you can see some structures and stuff like that back there, and you can also go there. That's one of my favorite things about this game, is it's extremely linear, yes, but you get to see everywhere you're going to go, and it's not like the Cathedral Deep is a hard location to visit. Like it's not easy. It's not an end game area, but it's not a early game area either. But you can access it pretty early on if you have the balls, essentially. And for example, earlier I fought a boss, I told you, and that let me get to the end game really early. If you're good enough, you can beat that boss and get to end game really early, which is what I did. So it lets you access most of the game from the outset, and basically foretells your entire journey in a single shot right here, which is really great. There's more areas that we don't see from here, but a lot of those are underground or in different locations that are far away from here. But most of what you'll be playing for most of the game is what you see here. You know, the Faron Swamp, the Cathedral of the Deep, the Undead Settlement, Irithyll, and Anor Londo, and then the Dragon Peaks. All of that is visible here, which is really cool. It's just why I really like this. That's one of the main reasons why I like this game. I got balls, just not big enough to play another Souls. Like, listen, man, listen. I love this game. Here, we'll go into my inventory, and I will show you the bosses that I've beaten so far. So we've killed Vort. We've killed the Rotted Greatwood. We've killed the Dancer, and we've killed the Dragon Slayer armor. The Dancer and the Dragon Slayer armor are endgame bosses that I've killed early on because I was able to get to them. We've collected a whole bunch of different other souls as well. But yeah, so those are the ones that we've gone through. I have a few other things I have to do. I have to go back to this spot because I need to go and help my onion friend, the Onion Boy, with his quest. Is there a quest in this town? But if that's something that people would be interested in, is seeing a Dark Souls lore stream, I would absolutely do that. I just do not know the level of interest because it's a big topic to get really into, and it can be confusing at times. You motherfucker. But I do love yapping. I can run past these guys. I don't need to fight them again. I just need the elevator. Little fun fact, the dog enemies frame skip. So when they're not in view, the dog enemies skip frames and they get closer to you. It's like they teleport. Alright, I'm gonna go first talk to the archer. Get the hawk ring.
I help anytime.
I help anytime. Thank you for helping. I too frame skip when not in view. Yeah, you literally break the game. You go behind and you frame skip. See, look, now we're closer to that cathedral I was talking about before. You can see the Pharaon Swamp down from here as well. This is the tower that you could view from that castle we were just in. That's Lothric Castle. Also from here, you can see the second to final boss in that bigger tower. That's where he is. From here, you can see basically everything. And look, there's Honor Orlando down there in that little foggy area, as I said earlier. You can see everything. It's very, very cool. I'm just in love with that, the fact that you're able to do that. It's very intentional, very smart on the sort of game design that the developers put in. From Software, like I said, they're so good. So I am eternally in love with their game design and the stuff that they decide to make. Of course, it's a little low poly here, but all of that is explorable. Let me go back down now. We need to help Sigurd of Katarina, my little onion boy. Oh, I missed. I did not even go the right direction. Hold on. There you go. Okay. Where is he? There he is.
Ah, oh, don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried. But thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift.
I already figured it out, but you want to go fight that demon down there? That is a lot more fun.
On some days, I begin to doubt myself.
Me too, buddy.
I went up the tower, so I thought, then somehow ended up here. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Anyhow, do you see that? That humongous beast?
Yes.
I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl. How now? Think twice before you go down that road.
Let's do it. To war. He's like, no, you should have waited.
No! You should have waited!
Nope.
Well, it's too late now. I, Sigurd of the Knights of Selena, fight by your side! Ah!
Let's go, Sigurd. Maybe you wouldn't be so winded if you weren't wearing such heavy fucking
You
armor.
mustn't get in over your head. We unkindled must put our duties first. But, for the moment, we've a toast to make. To your valor, my sword, and our victory together. Long may the sun shine.
I love him.
Well, the only thing to do, really, after...
He's taking a nap now. He's sleepy. He is sleeper. He sleep. What I like to do as well is, because even though I've beaten the boss of this area and I can absolutely progress to the next zone, I like to sort of clear the entire area, get every item, and kill every enemy that, like unique enemy, do all of that. But so I'm gonna go and get everything now, because I've done most of it. I gotta get every NPC, do all of that, shebang, shaboodle. Alright, see how those things are differently colored? Because they're fake. They lie. They are liars. We do not like liars. Dog. I do remember there's a big one, yeah. Right in here. 2 of them. I don't know why they're doing this, but they're here. She's smacking me with her book. I'm gonna put on some music as well in the background. Just kind of lower it though. There you go. I am a firm believer that music improves the Dark Souls experience. I'm talking even during like a boss fight. Like if you're having a problem in a boss fight and it's like particularly really difficult and you put on some banger music, it makes the boss fight like 10 times easier. Because it motivates and pumps you up. And it's just like, yeah! I can do it! I can beat this boss! I think the next boss that I have to fight is Crystal Sage. So we're gonna go... I think I still need a key. Yeah, my brother. Yeah, seriously. Queue up that from Berserk. I play... Okay. See, a lot of you were not here during this, but when the new Elden Ring DLC came out, I fought the dragon, the new dragon boss, Bale the Dread, one of my favorite bosses in the series now. I fought him, and we were queuing up music to fight the boss, and we played a Doom, some of the music from the Doom series, and I kid you not, when Bale did his super large like lightning attack, the beat dropped at the exact same time that he did it. And it was the most cinematic thing I've ever fucking seen. It was crazy. And it is my ultimate regret that I was not saving the music in the VOD for obvious reasons. So, and the VOD is long gone now, but had we saved, you know, the VOD, we could have, what's it called? We could have had that moment saved and, you know, like retimed because it was perfect. We were freaking out. I was there with my friends in VC and we were freaking out when the music dropped at the same time. It was epic. Come on, a little higher. A little bit to the right. Or not. See the slightest angle change. Yeah! I already have this armor, but still, yeah! Fuck. Shit. Okay, alright, hold on. I wonder if maybe I'll try a firebomb. Yeah, that's much better. Pale tongue. I think I need a bonfire back out. I don't remember if there's. This spot is a little isolated. Yeah, I'll bonfire. Oh, I do have people at the shrine I do have to talk to. That is true. I just remembered that. Oh, Egon. Egon was. Oh, he was perfect. he's not my favorite Dark Souls NPC, but he's up there. He cements why I love this series as well, because you can fit that level of absurdity in a Souls game and justify it with the level of absurdity that you're facing with the boss. Like, Egon, to anyone outside of Dark Souls, is like, this dude is insane. Like, what the fuck? Why is he screaming so loud? What's his problem? Why is he going crazy? But to anybody in the community, right, who plays Dark Souls and understands the struggle, you know, you just get him. You understand him. You're like, oh, I understand his rage completely as a Dark Souls player. So that's why I like Egon a lot. Ishin is great. Ishin is a great character. I 100% agree. I don't think he's the best in my opinion, but I think he is pretty great.
Of the sun duties we each bear, I doubt we've much to gain from blessing of the moon. I doubt we've much to gain from fraternization.
Glock Saint Ishin, yeah.
On your journey.
Pop out his sword. Sword Saint, Glock Saint Ishin. Can't level up enough. I need a fuck ton more souls to level up.
Good. But what do you really know about? Let's take all the right and
Yeah. Eat things. See, I know. Talk to her. We need to talk to. Give the ashes to her, even though I don't need them.
Great, let Iona.
I need this key now for that part. However, my favorite boss in the entire Soul series has to be Soul of Cinder. Because like I said, it's this game's final boss, so I love this game, of course, but I also know a whole lot of different things. Fortisax from Elden Ring.
Thank you. I'm not surprised, though.
Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Almost a relief, really.
Hope you're doing well.
As well.
Yeah, you gotta fight the tears.
I suppose.
The plin plin plon. This entire game is a tearjerker. It literally, as someone who, like I said, I played through the other ones, so this is the final leg of your journey in the Dark Souls series. This is the love letter to Dark Souls. It's all of the game's sort of elements from each game's combined. Characters, places, locations, references, all of that meshed into one. And literally at the end of the game, the entire world is folding in on itself, becoming one continued mass of Dark Souls. And then you fight the Soul of Cinder, who is literally you. He is literally all of your previous players, all of your previous attempts, mixed with Gwyn and other characters and people. It's Dark Souls personified into a physical being, right? And you fight that, and then depending on the ending you choose, you become that. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's also important to have a purpose. And this is something that I've explained before, but you notice how each of the characters in this game have purposes. For example, Sigurd, his purpose is to defeat Yorm the Giant and sort of uphold his promise to his friend. The moment he completes his purpose, he ceases to be. Sigurd immediately he goes hollow, following it, and you never see him again. Same thing with Anri and her buddy. You know, their goal is to fight Aldrich and defeat him for what he did. The moment you defeat Aldrich and help her, she and Horus, or even Horus goes hollow before it because he lost sight of his purpose, but she then goes hollow, right? There's different ways to go hollow. There's dying repeatedly over and over as your soul seeps out from you and you go hollow. But then there's also no longer having a purpose to this world, no longer being attached to this world because you have a purpose. Obviously there's gameplay reasons because there's quest lines are done, but you can also look at it as a in-lore reason. Anri has done everything that she could do now to stop Aldrich. You help her defeat Aldrich, and now she's got nothing left to live for. So why live? And I'm not saying she kills herself. I'm saying her body, her mind, her soul ceases to be because it has nothing connecting it to this world anymore. And hence she goes hollow. Her soul leaves. And that happens to a whole bunch of different characters in the Souls series. But specifically, it happens to pretty much every character in Dark Souls 3. Yoel of Londor, his whole purpose is to power you up so that you can become the Lord of Hollows. And the moment that purpose is up, he fucking dies. Like, that's it. He dies. And then the dude we're looking at right now is who I'm talking about. But, so, it also, if you're talking about battling depression, it's a great way to also tell you that, you know, having your purpose is important. Having something that you enjoy doing or that you want to do or a goal can keep you going. Because the moment you lose sight of that, you lose sight of yourself. So it's just important to recognize that, I think. It's a thought provoker. It is a thought provoker of a game. But it's another theory that I've sort of just cooked up of, like, you know, they look at every quest. Grey Rat, you know, he doesn't die because he loses his purpose. He dies because he overextends himself and, you know, gets killed for, you know, going to fight the angel dudes. But he was living on borrowed time because his purpose was to find Loretta. You help him find Loretta's bone, and then he just sort of kind of phones it in the rest of his life because he's got nothing else to live for. You can keep him alive by not giving him Loretta's bone. Or at least you can keep him alive for a little bit longer. But most not if everybody eventually disappears because they no longer have their purpose. Or they die in some way. I have so many pyromancy flames, I'm good. Okay, we're gonna go back and we're gonna unlock the sewers. We're gonna get the Braille Lady. Listen, when Death plays Dark Souls, it gets deep. That's all I gotta say. It is a deep conversation about the duality of man, mortality, and one's own soul. What's cool is you can do absolution and dissolution here as well. You can also do it in the Ring City, in the Shrine of Humanity. Do not trust the skeletons, my friends. Luckily, these skeletons don't need to be hit twice like they do in Elden Ring. One of the only things I don't like about Elden Ring is the stupid thing with skeletons where they need to be hit again in order for them to die properly. In this game, they stay dead when you kill them. I love how that one's timed to form after you run past it. No, you little shit. Get over here. There you go. I have a bajillion shards. There's Morn. You see him up from there. Beware of mob enemy. I am good. It is a bunch of rats. If you are not careful, the rats will just immediately drop you. But if you carry a great sword like this, you'll be fine. Oh my god.
Someone there? The dark little creature, please.
Guess she wants me to touch her. Oh no. What's happening?
Yes, there you are. So close, indeed. Then I am not entirely alone just yet. Praise the merciful gods above.
You like poking around in cells, do you?
I like poking.
How very genteel.
Fuck you, bitch.
Ah. Taken an interest in her, have you? Well, she's a lost cause. Couldn't even become a firekeeper. After I brought her all this way and got her all ready. She's beyond repair, I tell you. The woman's a lost, couldn't even, but she's beyond.
I know, but she means something to me.
Oh, I am Irina of Karim. I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper. Your touch has freed me from the darkness. You are a champion then.
I am known by many names. That is one of them. You may use it freely.
To tend the flames. But if it would not trouble you, might I enter into your service instead?
I don't see why not.
Oh, thank you, sweet champion. I shall take my vows. I, Irina of Karim, solemnly swear to serve you.
There she goes. Alright. So everything in the undead settlement is
You've
completed.
gone very quaint. Pitying creatures that are beyond help. Very well. I'm sick of looking after her at any rate. I am Egon. a
Knight of Kareem.
I am allied to you for
As long as you share the
girl's
girl's safety.
And only for that long. What's the matter?
My terms are very simple.
My terms are very simple.
Edgelord alert.
to you
I'm allied
for
to you
as
as
long
long
as
as
you
you...
show
Yeah, I know.
Only.
Yeah, alright. Now, stop being an edgelord and get out of here. Go do something useful. We will not be using his services because he's a dick. We don't like him. He's mean. He's a meanie. And I don't need his help. Because I'm stronger. I'm better. I am better. Alright, time to do Road of Sacrifices. I forgot to light this bonfire. I still ran right past it. Alright, note to self, 2 is not enough. For now, we'll swap to this one. For all my Berserk fans out there, I got you. That's where Anastasia... No, that's not Anastasia, sorry. That's the cannibal woman. I forgot her name. This is New Game Plus 5, so they are going to take a lot more hits. We went this way. Alright, we're gonna switch back to the Black Knight for the sake of fighting invaders. And it doesn't really matter much. I do want to try a boss fight with the Black Knight Greatsword and the Greatsword plus 10. Just to see the difference in damage, because I know the other one does more damage. But honestly, the stagger effect that this weapon does is a lot better. At least just situationally. There she is. She's dead. That was quick and smart. The important rule in Dark Souls is just to not to panic. Know your sort of what you're capable of doing. Like I said, it only takes 3 hits to kill those guys. So just those 2 are going to take 6 hits. That's it. That's all you need to remember is just sort of what you're capable of doing, right? And don't put yourself in a situation where you're unable to deal with, you know, the obstacle in front of you. One of the best ways to sort of look at it is, because obviously, yes, this from the outset, you're going to come across this bridge and you're going to see an enemy here, 2 back there, 1 on the ridge, right? And you're going to be intimidated for the fact that if you know how the game works in game design, enemies on the ridge are usually magic casters, so they're going to be casting magic or some sort of ranged projectile while you're dealing with the enemy on the bridge. Instead of focusing on avoiding what the magic person is doing, quickly take care of the enemy on the bridge, because he's going to become more of a problem to you while you're focusing your attention on the dude on the bridge. You take care of him, and then and of course, take care of the guy up on the ridge. And then now you have the height advantage, so you can see what's coming at you. I had, those 2 guys that were coming at me, took care of them on my own time, rather than they were chasing me. Usually they will chase you, but you'll have the height advantage on them, and you'll be able to sort of bring them up to you. You got to make every fight that you encounter a fight that you have complete control over. If you don't have control, that's when you lose fights, because you're sort of intimidated and pushed into a corner, and you can't control the scenario. All right, Henri and Horace.
Hello. How do you do? I am Anri of Astora, unkindled like you. This is Horace, a friend and travelling companion.
Horus!
Are you too in search of the Lords of Cinder? We are well along the road of sacrifices. Below us is the Crucifixion Woods. Beyond the flooded woods lies Farron Keep, home of the Undead Legion. Further yet is the Cathedral of the Deep. We seek the cathedral, home of the grim Aldrich. We may go our separate ways now, but we are both seekers of lords. The next time we cross paths, one may find the other in a time of need. May the flames guide your way.
Same to you.
Yes, he's not very talkative. But don't think ill of him. He's an ups. Without his help, I would have cursed him. We are well along the road. Beyond the minute, may the flame.
It's because you took his fucking tongue. Alright. Crucifixion Woods and the Farron Swamp. Everybody's least favorite part of this game. There is a trick to getting through the swamp that we are going to exhibit. But I'm going to clear it out. Always remember to bring a dagger. I forgot the lycanthropes do a fair bit of damage. Also, if you're me, you can just tank through most things. Don't be afraid to tank. That's another tip I'd say. Fuck. Hello, Mr. Black Knight. Are you ready to do battle? I forgot that attack exists. Get backstabbed. And he's dealt with. Black Knights is supposed to be hard. Farron Cole. God, I can't wait to fight the Abyss Watchers again. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Maybe we'll get to it today, if we're lucky. Time being on our side. big crab. Oh, not well. Not right now. I don't need to be invaded by Hazel right now. Oh, Watchdog. Okay, well, two things, I guess. Bro, that's a player. That probably shouldn't be embered then. Oh, but Hazel said, okay. All right, Hazel. Oh fuck, these guys here are here too. I forgot everybody's here. It's a mosh pit. Well, he took care of Hazel. See, using that item I used allows the enemies to target him as well. He's dead. I got another Watchdog Farron to deal with, which kind of sucks. Oh, he's literally playing. Yeah, that's how you deal with invaders, I suppose. Oh, not these guys. There's a poised king over here. Woof. Woof. That was a whole fucking endeavor. That was 5 invaders, and I came out on top. I'm just that good. I probably should have. You know what? Before I keep getting attacked by the Watchdogs of Farron, I'm just gonna equip the Covenant so they don't attack me. Because they are liable to. Yeah, your friend is dead, big guy. I killed your counterpart. Yeah, I killed your brother. Oh, knight armor again. Don't give them a chance to react. And they'll die. I'm gonna kill this crab now. You know, you were a thorn in my side when we were fighting all the invaders. Yeah, so now you're gonna get yours. Goodbye, Mr. Crab. Alright, Rincy Tome. This is a Mad Phantom. Will you still summon it? I don't know if I've got the time to deal with a Mad Phantom, but there is a Mad Phantom. Should I be willing to take up the task? There's a lichen, 2 of them. You gonna bite me? I'm trying to think of anything else that I missed. There's the bonfire here, in case I need it. But we're not gonna use the bonfire here, because we're not in need of it. There you go, that's what I was looking for. We don't need it. And it'll be here for us when we get back. Owie. So this is a situation that I did not want to put myself in. That's why I moved out of that corner. Take 2 of them out with 1 strike. Get rid of Magic Man. And we're good. Situation resolved. We'll go up there in a second. Yeah. That goes down to that other area. I can summon a friend if I want. I don't know what Egon I think... Is it Sage? I think this is Crystal Sage. I don't remember. I think it is Sage.
Well, this is... What do you want? This is my view. How intriguing. Very indeed, however. What chance clearly so you that in the well? Very well. You're no fool. I am all unkin. We will...
Yeah. Go to your thing, Orbeck. Go back to the Firelink Shrine for me while I go do other stuff. I don't remember where this is, question mark, but we go up. We go up. Yeah, this is the... I need the Sigbrow. Okay. If we're smart, this boss will be quick. Egon, you gotta help me out here, bud, because I don't got the healing. If we play safe and we play smart, this boss is not a problem. second phase. The clones are going to become a problem. I knew she went center. Owie. Ah, fuck. There, I knew it. Knew the clones were gonna be an issue. Let's get Egon in this. I'll get him again. Be nice to Egon for a little bit, since he's such a bitch. Alright, second phase. Let's pick her out. Let's fuck her up. Thank you, Egon. There you go. She's dead. Alright, we're gonna go back to the other bonfire. Because there's an area I have not fully explored yet. I need to go do that real quick. And it is that way, if I remember. Where's the... This way, yeah. Excuse me, big crab. want to go into the Pharaoh Swamp proper, I go down this ladder. Because that's the whole ordeal down there. Or is it this way? Oh, it's on the ladder. Nope, not Lothric. I want to go to Crystal Sage. Always dream about you. Okay. This, I think, takes us to the cathedral, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Hi, Nomi. Welcome in. Good seeing you. What's up, buddy? Hello. I'll trade a couple book strikes. Yeah, that takes me to Cathedral. Those emotes are great. So dead right now? You tired? What's wrong? What happened? We are not going to take care of the Cathedral of the Deep right now, because Cathedral of the Deep is a whole other problem. Oh, he rolled. Oh, doesn't matter because he's dead now. We'll do Cathedral of the Deep later, because I want to fight Abyss Watchers tonight. So that is not the plan. I also just remembered I have to do, hold on, I'm going back to the Undead Settlement. Brandon's just hurting, I feel that. I understand that, trust me. That sucks, I'm sorry. No, sorry, you ain't the cause. No. I completely understand the brain hurting stuff. Like, I completely get you and know what that's like. Yeah, I know I'm not, I hope I'm not the cause. If I was the cause of anyone's pain or grievances, I am deeply sorry. I never want to be the cause of that. I don't think I'd be able to forgive myself if someone was hurt by me. It's not something I can cope with. Alright, I'm back in the Odin settlement because there is something that I forgot to do here that I need to do now. And don't say sorry, you ain't the bloody cause of... I knows. It is a default of me to be like, oh, I'm sorry, that sucks. Little shit gremlins think they can kill me. They are mistaken. Alright, this is what I wanted to do. They say Canadians say sorry too much. I say sorry more than any Canadian has ever said sorry their entire life. I shouldn't have aggroed him, but I want the item. Shit. You got scolded for saying sorry too much? That sucks. It's not your fault. Sometimes you can't help it. It's not wrong. Okay, I need to sneak up to this guy. And I need to not get seen by him. I need to get into his cage. Oh my god. We're gonna play Ring Around the Rosie with this guy a couple times. That's the fact I started every sentence with apologies. I'm so sorry, I forgot that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really say much on that. I need you to not be aggroed on me, buddy. I'm in a bad spot for that. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, he's too mad. Listen. I need to get behind him. In no small circumstance, I need to get behind him. There's not really any way I can sort of spin that. But I need him to not be so mad so I can get behind him. Oh no. But I need him to... Yeah, he wants my booty and I want his right now. I need you to de-aggro. I need you to stop being so pissed. Chill out. Hi, Cleanly. Welcome in, buddy. How you doing, my son? I'm currently trying to make this guy less mad right now. I'll beat him in the inch of his life. Father. I get around. No, Cleanly is one of my sons. I have adopted him. I am in DTI. I made a monster. Don't hate me. Oh God. What have you done? You gotta send me what you made. Chattis. Oh, he had enough. He killed himself. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. That's a bit of a problemo. Post a picture of me and I just read Helva Boss of Helva boobs! Boobs! Let's go! Oh my goodness, what did you turn me into? A fashionista, clearly. That's Death at a masquerade ball. Holy shit. I come with a warning. Bleach is required before seeing. Too late. My eyes. What have you turned me into? This is some creature. It's almost beautiful. It's almost, dare I say, elegant in its nature. Am I wearing a bustier? A bustier? What am I wearing? What have you put on my body? The theme was incognito. Well, yeah, I guess. How do you draw me incognito? Or not even draw. How do you make me incognito? It would be worse, but they stopped us from putting female clothes on the male template. Bruh. So it was gonna be worse. Also, accidentally opened a post with a very busty woman, and now they're multiplied. Let's go. That's literally my my Twitter experience. You're living my life right now. Living the double life. All right, chat. This is how you're meant to do this. Never mind. Chat, that is not how you're meant to do it. I should have been slower. Chat, I should have been slower. We're resetting him. Have you sent the big booty women to me? Yeah, probably. Laughing so much he is currently crying. Oh, it is funny. It is very funny. Is Sarah streaming right now? Is that what's happening? Are you guys playing GTI right now? Maybe. Well, you can tell Sarah, if she's still streaming, tell her that I love her and that she is so sweet and I hope she's having fun. Oh my god, dude. Oh my goodness. Go make supper. Well, tell her. Tell her whenever you can, I suppose. Because I'm sure she'll love to hear it. But I hope she's had a good stream. Ow. Okay, alright, you little shitling. I get it. I get it. Okay, alright, you can cease. Fucking Jesus Christ. Fireball. Give up. I just gotta get in this man's cage. That's as simple as it. Dude, why? Why? I've done it so many times before and it's just not working now. I feel like I've been reading the longest newspaper. Explain. Explain. Get the... I'm trying. It's been a lifelong goal of mine. And there's not a moment go by where I'm not trying to get the booty. Oh, he's mad. Does he stop? That's my question. Because if he stops, I'll just walk up to him slowly. I hate everything, everything, everything in the world. Sarah says hi. Hi, Sarah. If I fireball him, he dies. I have to be patient. Chat, this is an exercise in patience. Can you do that? There's my stealthy armor. I want to be stealthy. No, absolutely not. Fuck. Then we might be screwed. Ninja mode. Why? Why? Why do you exist? Why do you exist to make me cause me pain? Yeah, you sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Bruh. 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 Anger. Is the angle too high? Like, what the fuck? Well, he's not gonna cooperate, so I'm gonna murder his ass. Actually, no, I'm gonna steal his shit. That's what he gets for being difficult. Stealing my shit, I'm gonna obliterate him now. Fuck that guy. He wants to be a problem, I will treat him like a problem. I hope he had fun in this life because he's not going to see the next one. I don't even care. Fuck you. Go eat a dick. Eat my entire toad. Yep, stabby stabby in the end. In the end, he got what he fucking deserved. Alright, we're gonna do Pharaoh Swamp. That is what we be doing. Alright, time to go through the stinky swamp. So this area is a bit big, but we are going to go turn off the fires. Slugs. Poison is sort of this whole area's deal, so we are going to do our best to just sort of bypass the poison. Typical poisonous swamp experience. Dark Wraith. And your Hyper Poise. Luckily, I'm healing and taking damage at the same time because of one of my shields. So it is sort of balanced out. Do we really know why Pharaoh has turned into the place that it is right now? This fucking fetid swamp filled with shit? Not really. But we know it's like this. Hello, Gru. So those are the Gru. We don't like them. They're mean. They do bad things to you and they're gross. They're like goat men. There's also the big ones, the Elder Gru. That's one down, 1 out of 3. I'm already poisoned, so it's not gonna do much. I apologize, Mr. Grooze. This bonfire gets us close to the boss room. We need to get the other things first. So you get the great sword. That's 2 of 3 down. Help me to fly away. God, I miss Five Finger Death Punch. I'm so glad I got to see them in concert, but I want to see them again. Not me, just, you know, doing my thing as I dredge through the swamp. You do not want to get caught in this death blade. Nope. Oh, Hazel's back. Where is Hazel? Hazel, Yellowfinger, Hazel. Come fight me. I don't know where you are. Well, if you're not going to show up, I am going to just do my thing. Final flame extinguished. We can do the boss now. It's boss time! Turn the lights off. Or at least it brings us to the boss area. Alright, where's Hazel? Mr. Yellowfinger Hazel. Where have you been? What you been up to? There he is. Oh my goodness. Hello? Sarah? Sarah! Hi, welcome in, Raiders. It appears to be the case. I am being raided. Open your... No. That is not going to happen. Welcome in, guys. Good seeing you all. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, Sarah. Hope your stream was good. It's an old Sarah clip. Some Roblox. Love that.
Could do with ammo, though.
Hi. I'm having a great
what
day
up,
now.
Giga? Or is it... Yeah, it's Giga. What's up?
Yeah, Giga was from my
How are
chat.
you?
Yeah.
Because it plays a random clip every time.
I can't believe that he made.
But welcome in. How was your stream? For those of you who don't know who I am Def. I am an Incubus VTuber that plays a variety of games over here on Twitch. Currently playing my favorite game, Dark Souls 3. And we're having a blast. But welcome in. How was your stream? What did you do? Did you have fun? And thank you for bringing your folks over. I really appreciate it. It's good to see you. He is father. How you guys doing? Ooh, I got some hair. Ugh. It was great. Thank you so much. We played Roblox and Hanukkah's Flower Shop. Nice, cozy, chill stream. Hell yeah. That is amazing. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad it was cozy. Glad it was fun. It's super awesome to see and hear. I really appreciate the raid. It means a fuck ton to me. Ugh. I've just been chilling, doing my my Dark Souls stuff. So Flower Shop was great. Would recommend. Okay, I will put it on my radar. If it's high praise from all of you, I will put it on my radar. But yeah, if you got a raid and run, totally understand. Thank you for bringing your folks over, and I appreciate you guys staying for however long you wish to stay, but you're not obligated to. So go ahead if you want to. You're totally fine to do that. But thank you guys so much for coming in. I really, 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 really appreciate it. I'll give you another shout out, Sarah, so you can get your link in the chat if people want to follow you. And for those of you who already don't know, Sarah is a fellow Sucky Baby member, and she is super cool and super sweet. And please, 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 please go give her a follow. She is super awesome. She is honestly such a great person. and she brings light into every room she enters, even the virtual spaces. You got it, Sarah. Oh, some Walking Dead.
Javi, you found us.
Hey, it's okay. I got you.
You happy to see me?
Absolutely not.
Oh my god, you got kiss Kate! Just kiss her! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Come on. I think we get a pass. I knew it!
There you go. So if you guys don't know Sarah, there's your introduction to Sarah. That's a great clip. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. We're going back to the swampy grind. Of course, you're amazing, Def. How is your adventure? It is going well. I've already I've played this game like a million times, and I'm on my like 5th new game cycle. So I'm just going through the swamp again, just really kind of rushing towards the bosses rather than doing more looting. But there is some things I do want to grab along the way. You made Sarah play Chinese social credit test. Let's go. Did she beat Xi Jinping? Did she beat him in honorable battle? That's the really important question. No, damn, that sucks. I have yet to meet someone who's beat him. Noir! Hello! But sadly, no. Hey, at least you were close. Hi, Noir! Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Double raids. Oh my goodness. Hi. Hope you're doing well. I hope your stream was good. Hi. Some Fortnite. We love that. I love Fortnite.
Got any bitch I want?
Welcome in. Hope your stream was good. What did you do? What did you play? I know you were doing some Schedule 1. I sold very good. Let's go. Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun? That's the most important thing for Schedule 1, if you had fun, because it is really addictive and really fun. Yeah, I got lost a lot though. That's fair. Oh my god. That is very fair with Schedule 1. It kind of just happens. Especially when you're starting out and you do like the tutorial, it is like you gotta run all the way to the village or the town or whatever, and that's a bit of a hassle in its own, you know, self. Okay, first of all, slugs. There you go. Well, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I really, really, really appreciate it. I hope your stream was good. For those of you who don't know who I am Def. I am an Incubus VTuber that plays a variety of games over here on Twitch, and I am playing my favorite game, Dark Souls 3. But yeah, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. If you got a raid and run, I totally understand. Please go do that if you have to, but I appreciate you staying here for however long you wish to. And yeah, I'll give you a secondary shout out, Noir, as well, so your link can be in the chat so people can give you a follow. But yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad your stream was good. Some Dark Souls.
Listen. I wish you guys could hear the music I'm listening to. I feel like a pro. How did that not hit him? The lies and deceit.
I will be here folding clothes. That's wonderful. I will be here going through the swamp. I hate that cut when I got shot on. You'll get the hang of it. It's not impossible. You'll get the hang of it. Don't worry. my best advice, and I was saying this earlier in chat. So when you're in specifically doing this kind of stuff, playing Dark Souls, etc., a lot of the times people will die because they don't have control over a situation. And what I mean by control, do not create scenarios where you will get killed. A lot of the times you have to assess the situation before you go charging in head first. If there's more than one enemy, you need to sort of understand what kind of enemies you'll be facing and just where they are. Typically, you know, you do not want to put yourself in a corner. You do not want to put yourself with your back to the enemy. You don't want to do any of those kind of things because that will make it easier for them to kill you. You want to have control over a situation. You also have to know what you're capable of. So, my weapon that I'm using right now, currently, is a weapon that staggers enemies after 3 hits. So, I know that if I hit him, it will lower his poison enough that it will stagger him. It's not going to kill him in 3 hits, but it's going to definitely interrupt him in 3 hits. A little bit interrupted there. He also has a lot of poise. But you gotta take the fights you know you can win, rather than just charging in. And the targeting also helps as well. But if you're in a group of enemies, like a great example, at least I like to use, if you're in a group of enemies, thank you. If you're in a group of enemies, if you're in a group of enemies, what you want to know is what you're capable of doing damage-wise. So, for example, if my weapon does a lot of damage and I know that I can kill an enemy in like 1 to 3 hits, then you do the math, right? There's 5 enemies and each of them takes 2 hits. Add up how many hits that's going to take, and so that you don't stress out about it. Because what often happens is you panic, right? You'll panic because there's so many enemies attacking you, and you're like, oh my god, I need to get away. When you realize, if you just do the math in your head, that enemy will die in 2 hits, that enemy will die in 2 hits, and then boom, you take those 2 enemies out, and now there's 2 less enemies running around, and it's less of a hectic scramble. Earlier in stream, I fought 2 invaders, 2 NPC enemies, and a giant fucking crab, and I was completely fine. Because I knew what I was capable of doing. I knew that I was able to take certain ones out, I could distract others. It's knowing the environment and not putting yourself in a situation where you don't have control. You need to have control. And it's not... Now, it is important to remember, though, that not every scenario can apply to this, and you're not always going to have control, and that's just the sake of it. But if you understand the weapons that you're using, and you understand sort of what your capabilities are, you can have control in most scenarios. There's also no shame in running away from a fight and coming back later. That's the great thing about Dark Souls, is the grind for getting levels and leveling yourself up and stuff like that is encouraged so that you can come back and be more prepared for that scenario. And there's also plenty of tools at your disposal that you can use to make a scenario more in your favor. For example, in Dark Souls 3, there's this item called the Seed of the Giant Tree. And that, basically, when you get invaded by other players, you can use this, and it will make the enemies in the area react and attack the people invading you. Right? So that fight that I told you about earlier, where I was fighting a couple invaders while also being attacked by a couple NPCs, I just used that, and the fight changed in my favor because now all of the enemies were attacking the people trying to attack me. Right? Had I not done that, it would have been a whole lot harder to deal with because I've got like 5 or 6 people attacking me. So it pays to know what you have with you, what you're capable of using, and all of that kind of stuff. It is very useful. Big brain. I mean, yeah, it's big brain as well, but in the same thing, I've just had a lot of experience and a lot of time with the games, so I'm just like, my experience isn't going to be the same as someone who's picking it up, so some of my advice isn't always going to be the best, but it does work in certain scenarios. I try to be. Ow. Also, I can't demonstrate with these guys because these guys are a little annoying, but backstabbing is one of your greatest allies in most scenarios. A lot of enemies in the early game, specifically in Dark Souls 1, because Dark Souls 1 has some really janky AI. A lot of enemies early on are really easy to sidestep and then backstab. So if you ever really if you just make an effort to sort of learn the enemy and how they fight and how they attack, you can backstab them pretty effectively and chain them up. Chaining backstabs is one of my favorite things to do as well. All right, we're gonna rest at the bonfire and then we're gonna go proceed towards the boss. One of my favorite bosses in the series, actually. I do try to be helpful. I'd like to think that I've got at least some agency / backstabs are so good. They're so satisfying. I think I have some agency / some experience with Souls games, considering I put so many hours into them that I have at least some knowledge to impart, some wisdom to give. Okay, so here's a perfect scenario, okay? So you come in here and you see there's two enemies. There's the one on that hill and there's one here. Now, I could fight this enemy here, but then the one on the hill would start shooting magic at me. Another thing you do need to remember is typically enemies that are put in higher elevated positions are either two things. They're either archers or they're magic. They're wizards with using magic, right? So the whole point of putting them up there is so that while you're distracted fighting the enemies on the ground, the ones with the height advantage will start firing magic or firing projectiles at you, and you can't focus on those two things at the same time. So you have to make a decision on what you want to handle first. Now, if you can't get to the caster in the back because there's a bunch of enemies in front of you, don't focus on the caster. Don't even look at the caster. Focus on the enemies in front of you. Take them out one at a time and then make it to the caster. But if the caster is available to us from right away, take out the caster first. So I could have just ran into there and got myself, ganked by a bunch of enemies, but I'm going to go up here first because the caster's up here. See, look, there's 3 dudes down there. I could have got into a much more gruesome fight had I run into here first. Yeah, so archers, casters, magic people, all of that kind of stuff, they'll be placed in areas that will be difficult to reach sometimes, and so you have to you got to pay attention to that and understand that. Now, in a scenario like this where there's a bunch of enemies fighting, let them fight. Let them battle each other. You shouldn't have to get involved with it. Let them battle. This here is a bonfire that we are going to use and activate. Alright, it is time for the Abyss Watchers. I am actually going to wait 2 minutes so that you guys won't be stuck in ads. I'm trying to think of other things as well to talk about. Items are your friends in Dark Souls. A lot of these things, this is Dark Souls 3, but you'll be able to grab items in Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2 that will add buffs or add sort of effects to your weapons, such as fire or magic damage, and you want to make use of those pretty frequently, so that, because you can, that sounds triggered by Dark Souls PTSD, yeah. You want to make use of those for the sake of being able to take advantage of different damage types, depending on the build that you're playing. The bonfire, yeah. We love the bonfire. But yeah, so you want to, be mindful of the things that you have. The thing I never get to. You'll find it. I will say, Dark Souls 1 has its problems. And, it's got its some of that, because here's the thing that you need to understand about Dark Souls, right? It's linear. The experience is very straightforward. There's some backtracking if you're farming or if you're doing quests and stuff like that, but basically everything you'll do in Dark Souls is a straight line. Your progression is forward. If you want to beat the game, you just got to go forward. Dark Souls 1 does this as well. It's not as clearly defined as it is in Dark Souls 3, but it is still a concept, such a thing that they carried over for each game. So if you're thinking to yourself, how do I progress? Where do I go? Choose a direction that you aren't familiar with, and that might be the direction that you have to go. That might be the forward direction I'm talking about. So if there's an area you haven't explored, try exploring that area. That could give you new weapons, new armor, new enemies, or enemies that drop more souls, that will give you more health, all these kind of things, that kind of stuff you can find by going forward. Staying in the same area is useful for farming, but at some point you're going to get past that and just be like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, that is sort of the advice I offer with that as well, because if anything, and I will say this, Dark Souls 1 has a bonfire problem where there are actually too many bonfires. The bonfire placement in Dark Souls 1 is pretty frequent. It may not seem like that now, but they do sort of add a lot of bonfires on in the future of the game. And Dark Souls 2 also has a bonfire problem where there's just a lot more bonfires than you really need. Bonfires in Dark Souls 3 I think are actually pretty good. They're spaced pretty well. But for those who have trouble, bonfires in Dark Souls 1 are pretty close together. Or at least they're just nearby enough that your run back to certain areas isn't a problem. All right, we're gonna fight the boss now. We can worry about these guys later. Also, you could just also ignore enemies. Silver, hi! How are you? It's been a while. How you doing? It's good seeing you. Also, doors. Doors are your friends. Doors make you completely immune. Thank you, Dark Wraith. Alright, boss fight. What the fuck is up, Def? We're playing some Dark Souls. We're playing my favorite game. We're about to fight a boss. How you doing, Silver? It is great seeing you. Always good to see you. This is the Abyss Watchers. I love this fight. Just doing life been rough lately? Yeah, I know you. I heard about that from a couple, from last time we talked. I hope everything's been all right. I hope it's getting better. Please don't be afraid to reach out to me if you ever need anything. I'm here for you. All right, let's kick this guy's ass. As Iron Man says, let's kick his ass. Sit still. Okay, you want to dodge? Sit the fuck still, brother. I do so much damage to him. Alright, that's phase 1 down. Also, it is loud. Seriously, Silver, it is amazing to see you. So believe it or not, this is one of the hardest, or was one of the hardest bosses when this game came out. People were having real trouble with him. His second phase does get pretty intense. Ow. So even though I can do a lot of damage, I still need to be careful. Because he can quickly pile on the damage, and I need to be mindful. Ow. Ow. Now, give me a moment, brother. Give me a moment. Thank you. Oh, damn it. Alright, got him. First try. But there you go, that's the Abyss Watchers fight. Okay. There are still things I need to take care of in Faron, but I am going to go back to the bonfire, or to the Firelink Shrine, for some much needed recuperation, because I've been non-stop going. Yeah, look how many boss souls I have. I've got Vort, I've got Rotted Greatwood, the Crystal Sage, the Dancer, Dragon Slayer, and now the Abyss Watchers. Got a lot of souls, and I don't really need any of them. Hello, Morn.
I just dropped in to see how she's getting on. Now, what are you playing at with this circus? This cesspool couldn't be better.
I hate you, Morn. Morn is so fucking mean. He's an actual piece of shit. He's just mean, bro. Alright. You. Ludland, I'm going to give you the transposing kiln. Alright, yes. Let's begin transposition. Okay, so we can do Soothing Sunlight. That's from Solar Dancer. We could also do Crystal Hail. I do want to get the magic stuff, even though I'm not doing magic this run, but... Ward's Great Hammer, Astor's Spear. The Rapier. Hollow Slayer, already have that. Life Hunt Scythe. Yeah, because it's the Aldrich name. Yeah, all the stuff from earlier. Soul of the Lords. Let's do Soothing Sunlight. I have everything else here, so I'm just going to consume the souls. Only 3,000, it's not a lot. Do I need... Hold on. Yeah, I have both of these. I don't even need the soul of the Abyss Watchers. I'm gonna talk to him first.
At the foot of Lothric, it was used to drift. You haven't given up. You can make. The undead legion was sworn by wolf's blood, joyous by gaining admission to the inside their keep, snuffing even.
Yeah, I did all of that already.
Gaining admission to the inside, even a curse. You oft the lords of Sir. That's how they do. I pity the sorry soul. For helping them find. I pity the sorry.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna eat their soul right in front of them. Hi, Weedsy. Welcome in. Good seeing you. Hope you're doing well. How are you? Doing some Dark Souls. We're just doing some Dark Souls. I'm doing good. Playing my favorite game, so I'm doing pretty good. Just eating some souls. Got 500,000 now. Or nearly more than that. I'm so like far leveled right now that even this number of souls is literally not going to help. Like, it's not going to do much. I maybe get like 3 level ups from this. I'm going to put it all into intelligence. Yes, there's literally 3 level ups. That's crazy. Spend 500,000 souls for 3 level ups. Crazy. They're just crazy. Okay. What else do I need to do? I need to give the ashes to this lady. Yeah. I gotta give him thing. Talk to Grey Rat because he's being sad. Oh, yeah, Grey Rat needs to cry. Get Pyromancy Tome. Learn more Pyromancies if I want. Do. Give her the Braille Tome I found. A Lothric one. Learn miracles if I want to. Purchase items. There you go. Cool. Nope, forgot about Orbeck.
Oh, again.
You have Sorcery Scroll. Sage is one. Give the Golden Scroll. There you go. That's that one. Just a bit of housekeeping stuff. Let's do the this stuff up in this tower for Firelink. First, I need the eyes of the Firekeeper, so I'm going to do the annoying jump that is this. We go back, because we also still need to do the other thing. Grab that seed. You can see some of the bonfires back there. I love the bonfires are bright enough that you can see them from this distance. It's very cool. There is the final, or not the final boss, but the second final boss up there in that castle, which is pretty cool. Unlatch the ladder. Get back here, little lizard. Now, if this was Dark Souls 1, there would be some chests behind the Firelink Shrine, but this is not that, so there is none. Unfortunately. I will not be talking to the bird woman. I don't have anything to give her as of late. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. All right, we are now going... And you know what, we're gonna do the King's Courtyard slash King's the King of the Lothar Castle. His little area. I gotta remember where that is. Dancer. It's not. We don't need to go this way for progression, but it's an optional boss, and I want to fight him. Let us get down to business. Take a left. King's Garden is what it's called. That's what we're doing. So this is an optional area for some optional bosses, but it is cool area, cool bosses. So right now I just want a boss rush. Backstab. It's a fairly small area as well. You can run through it within like an hour, maybe less. But it's also filled with the icky wicky toxin. I'm sorry, that was weird. That and also tons of dragon guy or puzzles of man. Ow. That hurt. I'm gonna equip a fire weapon. That will deal with it better. Let's use Firelink Greatsword, my favorite weapon. Most people turn away early on if they kill the dancer, and then this guy's here because he is difficult too. Stab them in the dick. The fire should be able to deal with these guys pretty effectively. They are weak to it, dare I say. We're gonna go back up actually. So I want to go onto that little ledge. There you go. Yeah, the Consume King's Garden proper. Stab. So you can really just, like I said, sidestep them. Stab. Ow. Those guys still do a lot. Much easier to deal with fire. You gotta use the elements to your advantage. Easy peasy. Dark Souls is a game. There are 3 games. There is Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3. The genre would be Souls-like, or Souls games. And then of course there's Bloodborne, Elden Ring. Sekiro is technically not really a Souls-like, but it's made by the same people who made Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and all that kind of stuff. So most Souls-like are made by the same people. They're made by From Software, so I can name them off. Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, Sekiro, Bloodborne. Those are all made by FromSoft. They're the premier Souls-like / Souls. They created the genre of Souls games. They're also making the new Elden Ring Night Rain game, and they're also making the new game, the Duskbloods, that's coming out on Switch as well. So they are very well known for their Souls genre stuff, because they created the genre, essentially. This is not healing me. Oh, I have the toxin stuff, so I'll have the stuff for that, unfortunately. There's a caster. Oh, you little shit, get off me. Ow, I knew it. I wasn't gonna be able to get out of that scenario. Once he gets the grapple on you, that's pretty much it. Couldn't roll away. I also had the toxin on me. Not in my control. There was nothing I could do. That's the wrong way. Bro, where'd he pull that shield out from? That shit was in his ass, bro. He hit fucking prison wall with that shield. Stab him in the dick. Kill them fast enough they don't have to deal with them later. These guys are extremely easy to backstab as well. Just bait that attack and they will do it. There you go. Another backstab. Chain them. Come on, come on. I want you to try to attack me. Let's go. Idiot. They make it so easy. I do not like how much these guys are doing damage-wise, though. Ow. I wish I had a closer bonfire so I don't have to keep making this run. I know it's in there, I just gotta get to it. Ignore fighting these fuckers. Luckily, I've got plenty of embers. I think we'll shoot for the Osiris boss fight and then we'll call it. Because I just looked at the time. Dude, why would you buff right in front of me? Where was the logic in that? Yeah. What the hell? I was literally kicking your ass and he's like, I should bless my mace with the holy power of God. Gets stabbed. Where in what world did he think that was a good idea? Alright, let's just go. I'll bypass this. Or not. Just get hit by him. Ow. Backstab. We literally just need to get right in there. Ow, bro, come on. I needed iframes. The iframes, where are you? Try friendship. There is no friendship here. Oh, well. I'm gonna just run past them then. So much for buffing your dudes. Backstab. They make the Cathedral Knights really easy to backstab. Just because of how big and slow they are. But they do deal a heaping ton of damage. Alright, we kind of got to do this this without a bonfire. At least not nearby. Alright, let's do it.
No, he's on stream. That's all right. I can talk at this level for him. I don't know if you are. Okay, this is the best I can do. Tell.
That's the king, by the way.
Go to
I will not give him up, for he is all that I have.
You literally got to stay in his crotch and you'll be good. Unless he does that magic. And now he goes into a rage. I'm so used to Elden Ring giving you like a window to basically attack him for whenever you stagger him, but I forgot that doesn't really happen in Dark Souls 3. You'll get a sound effect for when you can do your riposte on him, but not a visual indicator like you would in Elden Ring. Ow. You stop moving, I gotta kill you now. Or not. Alright, you're dead. There you go. That's Osiris, the Consumed King. All right, there we go. That is some of, at least there's a couple bosses, some of the cool bosses in the game. But we're gonna call it here because we've been going for 3 hours now, and that's typically how long I go. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the raids once again, Sarah, Noir. I really appreciate it. It means a whole ton to have you guys here, and thank you for everybody who showed up just to hang out and chat. It meant a lot. We're gonna raid. Let's see who we're gonna raid. Let's do Who's on right now? Lots of people are on. Aki is doing some art. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna raid Aki because she's doing some art for her donathon. Hi, Emmy. Welcome in. Good seeing you. Thank you for the lurk. You're just in time for the raid. Oh. There you go. All right, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really, really, really appreciate it. It's always good having you guys here. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. I might or might not. It depends what kind of time I will have or if I've made plans. But I will let you guys know either in the Discord or on, Twitter, or just you'll see the live notification. Yes, Flask, you must drink your Estus Flask. See, Estus Flask can heal my wounds, but can it heal my mind? But yeah, all right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really, really, really appreciate it. It's always great seeing you guys. And please have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day and or night or whatever time it is for you. And I will see you guys later. Please be kind to Aki. She's super sweet. Support her during her donathon. Do whatever you got to do. And I will see you guys over there. Peace.